that legitimizes and codifies same-sex and interracial marriages into U.S. law.
So people want to know, why on earth would Republicans vote no to this bill? First of all, it doesn't legalize gay or interracial marriage. It says that marriages already legal have to be recognized across state lines. So if your state still has a ban, it still has a ban. Second, it's absolutely needless to include interracial marriage in this bill. The Defense of Marriage Act says that marriage was between a man and a woman, and that doesn't change whether you're black, white, Hispanic, Asian, etc. And even if Obergefell goes down because of substantive due process, that doesn't mean Loving in Virginia is going to go down, because that's also equal protection of the law. So the only real reason to include this in the bill is because people don't believe that gay marriage is a big enough deal, and they wanted to call Republicans racist on top of homophobes, which is ironic when minorities are the ones most likely to oppose gay marriage. By the way, I don't think that small government people send their congressperson to Congress so they can write bills that will supersede or ignore their state laws. The bill is also pointless because the Defense of Marriage Act doesn't need to be overturned because Obergefell overrides it. Now, I can understand people wanting to hedge their bets because Roe v. Wade was in place for a very long time, but it was still not great law and ended up being overturned. But if Obergefell goes down, gay marriage is still illegal in my state, and this bill won't change that. Also, when people talk about marriage equality, what exactly do you mean by that? Do you mean that people shouldn't have to jump through hoops to get their loved one to visit them in the hospital and to get them on their insurance policy? Then I think most people would agree with that. You'd probably see higher than the 71% that supports gay marriage. But if you really mean that bakers like Jack Phillips or Catholic adoption agencies like St. Vincent's should be shut down if they don't comply and violate their faith, then you're going to see that 71% significantly drop. Now, maybe you don't think about it that deeply, but I guarantee people who sign these bills and decide not to vote for these bills think about that very deeply. I understand people saying that, hey, people should be able to marry whoever they love, but religious people don't see marriage as something that's just based around love. They see it as a covenant, and even our definition of love is a list of actions. I mean, when I hear people say, just follow your heart, I hear the heart is deceitful. And people in the world may say, I just got to be me. And Jesus said, you got to deny yourself. So there is a balance between a consensual relationship between two adults and whatever contracts they choose to engage in versus how you expect everyone else outside in the world to react to it and react to you. To everyone whose argument was this bill is just a big nothing, Republicans should just vote for it, what's the big deal, whatever. That's not a good reason to vote for bills, to write bills, to waste people's time. Like, just defund them all and send them home then.